What is up? What is good, uniquely LeLe gang? It is your girl LeLe. I'm back with another motherfucking video on my motherfucking channel. If y'all haven't already, make sure you have that like, share, comment, and subscribe button. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video. So y'all, it's like 11 at night right now. I have to be up in the morning, so I'm gonna get through with this video. I am drinking a little bit, you know, a little sip of something, not sponsored by Beatbox, one of my favorites. So I just come on here to tell y'all some things. This is not me venting. This is just me being honest. This is the truth. Excuse me. This is not me bad mouthing nobody. I have no reason to badmouth nobody at this point in my life where I am, which y'all don't fully know where I am, which is why I took a long break from YouTube, because I just had to find myself and really depict what I want to do in my life seriously. So I just came on here to tell y'all I've been going through a lot with people being very judgmental, people trying to tell me how I should live my life, people telling me that I'm like trying to convince me that I'm not a good person, or the things that I do are selfish or wrong. Y'all, like, I've been going through that type of thing, and I'm very tired right now. So, I just want to tell y'all, fuck what motherfuckers gotta say. Because when you on your journey, you're gonna figure out who for you on your journey. And I've already posted a video like this on my IG, my Instagram. So if y'all haven't already, follow my Instagram. It'll be at the bottom of the screen, description below, or both. Where I talk about things that make sense, and not saying I'm right about everything that I talk about, but that's why I put things out that I feel make sense. Oh, I'm so rude right now. I'm not meaning to y'all, but I just wanted to say, the person I was when I first started YouTube, like for my first video, is not the person I am today. The person I was on my last video is not the person that I am today. The person I was yesterday is not the person that I'm yesterday. And that same thing goes for you guys. The ones who are willing, and the ones who are accepting, and the ones who are open to change. And what I mean by that is, a lot of people expect you to be within your old ways, or expect you to be on a certain level because they're on a certain level, or they can't get past a certain level. Hate is real, and I wouldn't say people hate on you. People hate on your anointing, the anointing you have over your life, but like the blessings that come your way, the fact that you're able to climb out of a hole when you in one. No matter what you're going through, you always got a solution, basically. You're just covered by the blood of Jesus, and a lot of people don't like that. And I've learned when I'm walking through an atmosphere or in a room, that when people give me dirty looks, they're bothered. My spirit is shaking their spirit up, because it's something about their spirit that isn't true within themselves, and that they don't want to be uncovered. So I just came on here to like really let y'all know some signs, like how to depict a person, how to, you know, first of all, how I depict a person is you take a break from people. Take a break from your closest people. It's okay to take a week break, however long break you want to take, but I took a long break because I really felt like at the time that I was going through the most things, I didn't have that much support. The only support I had was from my ancestors, spirit guides, and you know, that's what I felt. Because the person can say they support you, but then they talk behind your back, and it always comes back to you. Or it's always a but with what you want to do. And that's why I'm going to get to that. You have to stop telling people what the fuck you want to do with your life. Stop telling people your dreams. Stop telling people your aspirations. I know you be excited and wanting to tell people what you have going on in life, but people don't see it the way you see it. People are not going to see the vision the way you see the vision. That's why God made all of us with eyeballs to see things different. And He made all of us with different spirits and different journeys. So whenever somebody's trying to tell you what they think you should do, you just respectfully let them know, like, okay, that's cute. What I mean by that's cute, excuse me, and what I mean by that's cute, like, I appreciate the gesture, but this is what I'm going to do. This is what I want to do. This is what's going to happen. Watch how a person don't like that plan you got put together. And I'm not just talking, y'all. I'm being real. This is real shit. I have experienced so many people who've told me that being spiritual is witchcraft, because believing in intuition is non-existent. But I always felt like God says He is within all of His children, which is all of us. You choose to follow Him or you choose to go your own path. That's you. But God grows within us as we grow. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like mistakes are often to happen. They're going to happen. Mistakes are going to happen. But when you always got somebody who wants you to stay on a certain level because they're on a certain level, jealousy is very real. Envy is very real. Hate is very real. I don't care what nobody say. This is my personal opinion. And if you don't like my opinion, you can find somebody else who's going to sugarcoat and lie to you about things. Like, we all would like family. We all would like family to be there for us and support us and this, that, and the third. But it's not going to happen like that. I'll tell you. About, I want to say 80 to 90, between 80 to 90% of your family and friends not going to be there for you fully. Because when you at your lowest point, when you don't even have $1 to your fucking name, you'll see who's there for you. But then when you come up, you'll see who's also there for you as well. That's the way I take it in. And also what I was saying is the way I take it in is like when you take your break from people, family and friends, you'll see who still rocks with you and who don't. You'll see who understands and who have a problem with that. You then don't come off fake or acting funny or selfish when you want to do what you want to do for yourself while everybody else is established and comfortable. That ain't what you want to do. You don't never get comfortable. That's how I take it in life. I never get comfortable because getting comfortable is settling to me. Depending on the situation, when you get comfortable with living a life that you know you're not happy with, that's when it becomes settling. So y'all, that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people don't understand, like, just because that's your mama, just because that's your grandma, just because that's your auntie, your uncle, your sister, your brother, your cousins, your dog, whatever. Just because that, you know, that's, you know, it's that person, that don't mean they supporting you fully. Just because they say they love you every day, that don't mean they supporting you fully. The support gonna be behind who's standing by you, by your side when you ain't got shit to your name. You worthless when you ain't got nothing to give. And when you don't have, you know, when you financially unstable, you really can't give your emotion. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to give all your emotions and put all your emotions aside to get what you need to get to follow your dreams. Because emotion gonna come with your dreams, but emotion not gonna come with your dreams at the same time. You have to know how to balance things in life. And that's why people always say life is balance. It's about balancing good and bad. You know what I'm saying? The good and the bad. And nobody's gonna be perfect. I'm never gonna be perfect. Y'all never gonna be perfect. We never gonna be perfect. But the best we can do is live within God and live within His path. And when we have a hard time, when we can't do it, when we feel like we weak at the knee, we gotta ask God to come down and help us. You know what I'm saying? And help us get through this hard journey. You know how many times I've disobeyed the Lord, I've disobeyed God and the things that I knew was right, disobeyed my intuition, when that's a gift that I have. Not only that's the gift that I have the gift of hearing his voice. And I've made the mistake in telling people that, and they, what are you hearing? What do you think you're hearing? But then they'll go to church and listen to somebody who's preaching to them when they have an intuition right there. I don't have to go to, and this is no offense to people who read the Bible. This is no offense to people who go to church. But if you take offense to it, something ain't right to me. I feel like I don't have to go to church to read the Bible. I can read the Bible at home if I really wanted to. And I don't have to read the Bible to know God. I don't have to read the Bible to have a relationship with God. That's how I feel. If you feel differently, keep your thoughts to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because any negative energy, negative comments will be blocked. I promise you, blocked and deleted. I'm not fucking playing with nobody no more. And that's how I am with physical people in my life. You don't believe me? Bitch, cut the fuck off. And I had my dad even tell me, this is not even to bash him. You can't bite the hand that feeds you. Well, sometimes the hand that feeds you trying to feed you poison. Baby, you can't, everybody ain't feeding you well, and everybody ain't feeding you fruit and vegetables. Some people trying to feed you poison. So you can't take the bait and take what everybody feeding you as well. You got to listen to your intuition, listen to yourself, because at the end of the day, that's the only thing that's going to get you where you want to go. I feel like I do respect people that read the Bible. I do respect people that go to church. But God is within me. I don't need that to have a relationship with my Lord. And I've been going through it the past, I want to say my whole life. But the most I've been going through it, I want to say this. All my life I've been feeling like the black sheep. I felt like nobody understood me because I always had such a high standard and a high dream for myself. And everybody tried to belittle me to thinking that whatever, you have to work a regular 9 to 5. Nothing wrong with people who work a regular 9 to 5. A lot of people enjoy it. But if you don't enjoy it, ask yourself why you don't enjoy it. Then go and ask yourself, what do you really want to do? What do you like to do? Not what your mama like to do. Not what your sister like to do. Not what your aunties and cousins and brothers and grandparents like to do. What do you like to do that makes you happy? And try to work on steps to your aspiration. Write it down. Write it down. Post it on the walls. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never post my information. I never post anything about my business on Instagram. I never really post anything on Instagram but funny memes. And the fact that I've been starting to post more motivational speaking shit on my, on my social media, I've been getting that love back from it. But if you don't fucking love it, bye. I'm done trying to please everybody, because you're gonna fucking be running through fucking fire trying to please everybody. You're gonna keep getting burnt trying to please every fucking body in this world. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll run through the fight for these motherfuckers and your ass getting singed and burnt while you carrying these monkeys on your back. Stop carrying these monkeys on your back through your journey. Everybody ain't meant to go with you. Some people meant to stay down there at the bottom while you trying to climb the ladder and get to the top. And I had a wise man once tell me, haven't you ever heard of the crabs in a barrel story? I never had heard of it at that time. And I want to say this was 4 years ago. About 3 or 4 years ago. And this man said, you never heard of the crabs in a barrel story? And I said, no. I said, tell me. He said, the people in your life will begin to act like crabs when you actually trying to chase something you would love to do. You love to do. The most thing you love to do. That's why I'm working so hard right now to get where I want to go right now. Because it's fuck everybody at that point. And I'm not saying everybody. It's fuck everybody who don't support me. You know what I'm saying? I had to take a route a different way. Everybody's journey gonna be different. But my route was to cut everybody off. Because it wasn't feeling like I was getting the support anyways. So I had to cut everybody off. And then half of them cut me off. Because, you know what I'm saying, maybe I was too anointed. Maybe they didn't understand the dream. Maybe I was too confusing for them. Maybe I was too much pressure for them to be around. I've been cut off as well. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? The blessing is in the cutoff. The blessing is in losing people. Trust me, God will remove all those motherfuckers from your life to show you who is for you. And I promise you, it'll never fail you. The lessons will never fail you. I used to be so upset with God. I used to be so upset, like, God, I'm a good person. Why do I keep going through this? Why do people keep betraying me? Why do people keep leaving my side? I had to understand God is doing this to me so that I can receive. He takes people from you and he puts you through all the worst situations so that you can learn, take that lesson, learn from it, and receive. He's not gonna give you gifts. He's not gonna give you wealth. He's not gonna give you abundance. He's not gonna give you the family life or the career you want and the money you want unless you willing to sacrifice something. You also have to learn sacrificial things. Sacrificing. And not sacrificing yourself, but sacrificing some of these motherfuckers out here who ain't for you. A lot of us good people, divine people, people of divinity, we tend to sacrifice ourselves for everybody else. And I always ask that question. But it's because we just want people to love us. I understand you. I want somebody to love me too. Family-wise. You know what I'm saying? Not in that way, but family-wise. We always want that support from our family. But you have to depict people you around. You just have to. You have to use discernment. You have to use your common sense. If that person always negative, always got something negative to say, always a but, it's always something, or it's always a funny smirk look, something, that person don't believe you from the jump. They didn't believe me from the jump. They don't believe me. They're not gonna believe me. So what's the purpose of listening to that person? What's the purpose of telling that person your business and your dreams and your hopes and your goals? That's the type of person I am. I just wanted to come on here to talk to y'all about that because this shit been real serious. I know it's more than me just going through this. Like, I'm to this day still going through bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But now God put that discernment in me so that I can receive. I don't even want to get emotional, but the blessings I know I have on my motherfucking way, and I ain't worried about you motherfuckers that's hating in the comments, that have something to say about me saying what the fuck I want to say. I say what the fuck I want to say very proudly, baby. And I stand tall knowing that God gonna come. He's gonna come every time. Not just through the bad, but through the good. You have to talk to God through the good. Baby, I talk to God every single day when I'm having a good time because I had to shelter myself and be alone. So that's another thing. God takes people from your life so that you can hear him and not them. I don't give a fuck if it's a pastor. He's not God. She's not God. They can't tell you, you know what I'm saying, what God can tell you. And that's why I feel like, you know, I just always had a lot of questions about, you know, religion and different religions, and it's just too much. It's starting to all seem like a cult to me, and I feel like if you hate me for that, fuck you, suck my bleed. Yeah, that's how I feel, and I'm not mad or nothing. I'm not angry. That's just the way I am. I'm an aggressive person, and I have to be aggressive in this world when there's aggressive people out here. You have to learn to be aggressive. God took me through certain stages in my life to be like this. There's nothing wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with being aggressive. There's nothing wrong with a bitch with you telling a bitch to kiss your motherfucking ass, because at the end of the day, do what the fuck you want to do. I know I got divine people watching me, and I know I also got haters watching me. Hey, boo. I always say hey to y'all too, because y'all a blessing too. Hating, gaining haters ain't gonna do nothing but make me better. So the more you hate me, the more I'm going to be better. And everything you send towards me will be sent back. That's just how I do that. And that's how y'all should do that too. Send that shit back to sender. Return back to sender. Anything, God, anything that's being sent to me negative, anything that's being sent to me that's meant for me not to prosper, I ask you to send that back to sender eternally. Send that back to them forever. And don't allow it to come back. I always ask God, do not allow nobody to work against me. You know what I'm saying? I always tell people, when you don't know what to do, pay attention to what you're going through. When you don't know where to go, when you feel lost, oh, so lost. And sometimes I still feel lost, but I don't feel lost at this point. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, sometimes I feel lost when I'm making a decision, but you know, that's anybody. You know, some people, it's just lost, period. And that's how I used to be, not knowing what to do, what I want to do in life. I know what I want to do in life, but lost on how I'm going to get there. The discernment is in what God is telling you. Being alone, when God isolates you, that is so you can hear him. Because if you got everybody else, A, B, C, D, and E in your damn business, you just going to be listening to them. You know what I'm saying? God wants you to listen to him. Listen to his voice. Listen to his spirit. God puts the intuition in all of us. Believe it or not, take it and run with it and do what you want to do with it. But that's just how I feel. So, you know, God has been urging me to get back on my, you know, my grind with, you know, YouTube, and get back on my grind with the things that make me happy. And I'm not even telling y'all. I'm sure y'all know YouTube is one of the things that make me happy, but I return back to sender before I go to bed, baby. When I wake up, I thank God, and I return that shit back to sender. And when y'all say that, I'm sure y'all saying, oh, what, you're casting a spell. Spell work is within the tongue, baby. Spell work started in the tongue, baby. And that's what I feel like. I'm returning back to sender. Anything that's being negatively judged, negatively and judgmental towards me, I return that shit back to sender. Excuse me, because I have had a drink or two. You know what I'm saying? A sip or two. So excuse me. But I just wanted to come on here to talk to y'all about that. I don't want to make this video too long. I will be posting another video probably tomorrow or the next day after that. Who knows? I have to put up a YouTube schedule for myself to be consistent. Because that's also like everybody else. I'm struggling to do a lot of things too. And being consistent is not something I'm struggling with. It's just something that I'm... Like, the devil's been trying me. The devil's been trying to get me to shut my mouth and not tell y'all nothing. The devil's been trying to get me to postpone and procrastinate on getting the things that I need to get out done. So, I just want to come in here and tell y'all that. If y'all haven't already, make sure y'all like, share, comment, and subscribe. Get your girl in the algorithms. If you haven't followed my social media pages, excuse me. It'll be at the bottom of the screen, top of the screen, or in the description below. Y'all stay prayed up. Stay prayed up, stay prayed up, stay prayed up. Return anything back to sender. Anything being spoken out against you, anything that's being done to you behind your back that you don't know about, please return that back to sender. Just talk to God, call on God, ask God. You don't have to do a spell. You don't have to do none of that shit. It's not about spell work. Just return back to sender. You have to pray every day, talk to God every day. And a lot of people say, well, I talk to God every single day, and I feel like I don't get no result, because it's something you doing that ain't right, that you're not listening to, that he wants you to hear. It's frustrating. It is. But it's something. Y'all like, share, comment, and subscribe once again. Hit that bell button. Get your girl in the algorithm. Share this video everywhere with everybody in your family. And follow my social media pages in the screen and in the description. Without further ado, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace and blessings.